The video that I'm talking about.
Yeah, famous.
Me famous, no.
Famous.
Oh, Mr.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obama not the really thoughts.
Me famous in the whole UTV. I have more followers than this UTV.
Na yefuwa ended United Show Business. Yes, we are anticipated for a lot of drama because in the one of our very own Obokwe Kupedo. Yes. Into one South American Pappy kojo. Into subscribe album more than subscribe because vibe I mean Robert or quite interesting. Into Pappy kojo call or United Show Business ended that. Now the likes of Mr. Logic, Baba Sadek, George Quaya, popularly Yefren Abuaje, and Kafui, actress, and Ula Michael. It's squad and when you miss V, when you're not Jumezi, not doing. Now they had to discuss issues of industry. Now ended the issue of Ben is no be bumpire and Bulldog new plus one, but they were not there. What discussing about your sanitation minister or your nisikana why your ma what's in the house help na azozo wana call or your cotton what discussing it was very interesting George Quay or your Mr. Logic in a whole one side what peda watch there on your one was a minister of state what the miskana or your normal 10 now the likes of Sadek and a Pappy kojo so what opinion in there say my men were resign and a chade ni guilty con and a or catch there one brapa and it became an argument between these two people and it was very interesting. The most highlight bit of the whole show yesterday and Pappy kojo na Mr. Logic. It looks like Pappy kojo need or kwema Mr. Logic. Fida some diara Mr. Logic but kebiana we so nemfi na agenda also coin the show in there in bribim fella nuna corporate show no do abran and ama Mark Brown and or hosting na A plus na Mr. Logic na de wo but Pappy kojo feel there fella Luna was not treated fairly the way I Jojo was shown no do no nice inti ended about by UTV what he came for in there or better apology from the CEO of Despite Media Channel, Sir Kwame Despite Nana for the desking. One back render apology, one firma felonuna. Ni mission was a quang, and it was a very interesting scene to watch. Uncommon Kwayamo could do Pappy kojo say, or you're bigger than UTV. And it has become the talk of the town. Nkomo bia reason see who video na Pappy kojo say only your famous chair Mr. Logic in a UTV now. This is the video that I'm talking about.
Yeah, famous.
Me famous, no.
Famous.
Oh, Mr. Logic.
Yeah.
Obama not the really thoughts.
Me famous in the whole UTV. I have more followers than this UTV.
Problem.
It's interesting where two fighter guys met on the show. Now Pappy kojo claim it or your famous chair UTV or your famous chair UTV that I sorted or Rakasad. But the question is if you are famous than UTV, wow, do you have to sit on UTV to declare that you are famous than UTV? It was an interesting bit when they also touched on Yvonne Nelson story. That was when the heated arguments came up between Mr. Logic and Pappy kojo. Mr. Logic felt that Pappy kojo needs to apologize to Yvonne Nelson. Pappy kojo also feel that Mr. Logic so apologize to Felinuna. Obi ready to make them apology into say Mr. Logic making a submission and then Pappy kojo will come in and interject that Mr. Logic has to apologize to Felinuna. Conversation required to the extent that Pappy kojo sorry there Korifi show do. But one funny thing about Pappy kojo people don't know is that you're fancy and you're kind of crazy. The sense of humor, you're very high. Mr. Logic, so you're fancy. But when it comes to humor, Pappy kojo the sense of humor, you're crazy. Can you imagine obi a was show do a wubu efu there? I sorry if you don't. I saw you carry chips are and sad if you show do. Everybody realized that Pappy Kojo is a decorated comedian, but only in one tray. And this is some of the interesting thing that happened on the show yesterday. But then it was an interesting one. I mean, lessons well learned on the show. I'm out for J Pie, and currently it's trending on Twitter because it was a good conversation that happened there. And see, that was what really happened on United Show Business. And that as some scene, I was from a park to the rich. First time I reach show, on about more than subscribe. Now let me know your opinion. Is Pappy Kojo bigger than UTV in terms of onwards and numbers in North, but on the grounds and there are people in the villages that want him UTV, but when you Pappy Kojo, let me know your own point of view or your own, view on this statement at Pappy Kojo make. Well, from a park to the rich, a higher fancy YouTube. Subscribe to this channel. Come on, aye.